You're listening to Viking Radio, coming to you from Dream Street Studios at Del Mar College.
Hello, I'm your host, Dr. Natalie Chapa. Good morning, Coastal Bend. Glad to have everybody here listening this morning. On our show today, we've got a couple of exceptional guests in the community, starting off with our Del Mar College professor and chair of the music department, Miss Cynthia Longoria. Welcome, Cynthia.
Thank you. Good morning.
And then we have the man, the myth, the legend, the rock star, Dr. Nicholas Adame, practicing doctor, chiropractor in town. LULAC Council #1 president, advocate on behalf of South Texas and the citizens here, and also Del Mar College Board of Regent for 16 years, Doc?
18 years.
18 years.
18 years, yes.
18 years. Welcome, both of you, to the show. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. So for our audience out there, we also have Mike B. on the side mic.
Good morning.
And so, Mike, when you and I were talking about these shows, we're like, we got to bring Dr. Adame on, right? But everybody knows Doc from LULAC #1. Everybody knows him as a Del Mar College Board of Regent. But do many people know that you have been a student here at Del Mar College in the music department?
You know, I've been a perpetual student for as long as I can remember. I love music, and it gives me an opportunity to take lessons, get involved, see what's going on in the college, you know, as far as the courses as they progress, you know, how's the college doing? It gives me a perspective from a student point of view. Now, remember, I've also taken and completed, well, hopefully I completed the Mexican American Studies.
That's right.
You know.
The MAS MAS program.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after I got my doctorate degree from Parker University, I came back to get my associates here at Del Mar. So I have associates in liberal arts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's education is a labor of love for me, you know, and everything I do with education is important. For me, I deem it important, not only for me, but for the community. And so with the involvement that I have with the community, one of the biggest thing is scholarships. How many scholarships can we
big
give out in the
advocate
community?
for that.
Yes,
sir. Yes.
absolutely.
Especially with Feria de las Flores,
Yes,
and then the
Feria-
scholarship for LULAC.
And then that endowment we did, the $100,000 endowment we did for the college, you know, and all that's important, you know.
So you're always learning.
You know, we never stop, right?
We never stop learning. We
Yeah,
shouldn't stop learning. And so part of that program is the music program is with our chair, Miss Cynthia Longoria. Cynthia, how long have you been here at Del Mar?
25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
That's amazing.
25 wonderful years.
Yes.
Exceptional years, yes.
And you have worked your way up along the way.
Yes.
We got to hear you sing at graduation. You're
Yes.
one of our guest singers at graduation. It was beautiful. What got you into music and singing? Where did that start for you?
Well, I had a lot of influences as I was growing up, primarily my uncle. My Uncle Chago played in a band, and so
what
I
band?
heard him. I'm going to have to look up
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah.
But we always heard him singing. And also my mom sang in the church choir. So I always she
Okay.
dragged me to mass at 7:00 in the morning.
Whew.
And I would listen to the Spanish choir singing, and I loved it. But if you really want to know how I got into singing, it was my mother who kind of forced me into taking piano lessons. And so from there, I had a wonderful piano teacher. Her name is Carolyn Bain.
Okay.
And she encouraged me to continue. She made me work for it.
Uh-huh.
But once I got into middle school and junior high, I decided I would try choir. And from that point on,
You
I
were
just
hooked.
loved it. That's right.
So you know what I heard out of all that? Shout out to all the mothers who forced their children
Thanks, Mom.
to take piano and singing.
Right.
So thank you, Mom, for forcing Cynthia to go to piano.
Yes.
But it totally worked. You were hooked.
Yes, for sure.
And
And
it
she
became a
made me
career?
practice, and that was the tough part. Practicing is hard. You've got an instrument you have to learn, and it's not an easy thing. You have to have the discipline to sit or stand or do
Mhm.
your thing holding your instrument for
Yeah.
30 minutes, for an hour, several times a day. It's not an easy task. So you have to kind of ease into it and eventually just learn how to discipline yourself to make time
Always
to practice.
practicing. Always
Right.
practicing. So, Doc, what was the last music class that you took?
Actually, I took two of them. Of course, the classical lessons are ongoing. You can never stop learning. Then it's something that eventually I would achieve. A relative understanding of it for as long as I've been taking it. It's a very difficult instrument. I've been studying the vihuela in Del Mar's mariachi class.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
so with that, that's another little instrument that's been very challenging because it's all working with different rhythms, and so chords, but if you could play them with rhythms a certain way, then it's what makes the music, So
Can you describe which instrument is that in the band?
it is the smallest one. It's a 5-string instrument. It is smaller than your typical guitar that they use in mariachi band. And right above that, between the vihuela and the guitar, is what they call the golpe, which is a 5-string instrument. But it's a shorter scale than a regular guitar, but it has that certain flavor to the music. Not all bands use it, but Del Mar has one. So it's the chord voice in it is totally different than the vihuela or the guitar. So it's finding information about that. And I guess the next goal I want for the mariachi band is to invest in a harp, And so,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
so if you look at the high school mariachi bands,
Uh-huh.
they do have harpists in there, So that will make the whole thing
Okay.
well-rounded, and those students are fantastic. They are so talented, vocal-wise as well as instrumentation, So listening to them, I'm so proud of these kids, and I'm glad that they give me permission to be able to play in their band, So it's fun.
And I love that about you. Again, the always learning, the always trying something new. And so, Cynthia, I'm sure it's so heartwarming to hear a student, right, talk
Yes.
about just all the benefits of being at the college. Tell me, for our listeners out there, if somebody's like, maybe I should go to Del Mar, maybe I should try music. I love music. What would you say to our audience out there if they're interested?
I would say sign up. We have lessons available for non-majors and, of course, for our majors. And we have
Okay.
lessons in a variety of instruments. We have a strong faculty who specialize in these instruments, and so we can offer these private lessons so that a student can learn kind of at their own pace, of course, with the guidance of the instructor.
And this is instruments?
Yes.
This is also voice?
Yes, voice. I mean, string instruments, brass instruments, percussion. So these are private lessons, but we
Piano?
also piano, of course.
Mike B, are you hearing this?
Guitar.
I think
Oh,
we've got
yeah.
classes in our future.
Nelly,
Oh, yeah.
yes, you need to sign up.
Yes.
You need to sign up.
Yeah, I'll be a work in progress for
Yeah,
sure.
and we have ensembles also. These are, performance groups who also you can participate as a non-major. So we
Okay.
have ensembles like concert band and jazz band, concert orchestra. We have choir and master chorus, classical guitar ensemble, percussion ensemble, singers theater, and mariachi. All of these are open to
Wow.
non-majors. So it fosters, it's a place to be and to form community, foster community with others, and to learn about each other. We're under pressure, right? We've got to
Yes.
learn this music, and So we learn not just a lot about ourselves, but of course we learn about others and their struggle to get that right sound,
right.
to master their instrument. So it gives us great confidence in, in building community with others and learning about each other.
So I've noticed over the years, the school buses coming in either for classes or to take tours. What was that, Mike? The General Academic Music Building, we opened in
2020.
2020.
2020.
Right.
Right. at the
And
start.
that really was, thanks to our Board of Regents for the support on that, a beautiful space dedicated, right, to our music
Yes.
department with state of the art. So
Absolutely.
if you're out in the community and you haven't been to the new music building and want to see it, please give us a call. We love to give tours. We love to show our community all the amazing spaces we have.
Absolutely. And you'll probably hear, guitar students playing in the hallways
I
and
love that.
outside, and you'll hear people, other instruments, and you can pass by the practice rooms and see our students practicing. I hope that's what they're doing, right? Practicing. So it's a great place to be, I think, for our students.
One of my favorite places on campus here at Heritage is walking through the Mike Anzaldúa Plaza and looking up at the sky, kind of skyway that connects the buildings,
Yeah.
and seeing students on their guitars, just kind of playing and practicing.
Right.
Or sometimes they're in the Mike Anzaldúa Plaza and they're sitting there playing. And that there's something about that I'm like, I'm on a college campus. I work on a college campus. This is really cool.
Yeah.
But it always comes back to the music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. You'll also, like today, I saw some students practicing their sight singing exercises, which is
Okay.
the class that I teach. And so they're practicing out there because they know, they have an exam coming up. And so these students
Mm-hmm.
are dedicated and they're working and they want to accomplish, what they came to do, So it's kind of fun because you see the improvement, right? From
Oh,
the
yeah,
beginning
yeah.
to the end of the semester.
And don't forget the state-of-the-art recording studios that are on this campus.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody interested in getting into recording, the business aspect of it or the technical,
That's
this
a
is
really
the place
good
to come
point.
to. Yeah.
Mhm. Is there a place on the website or specific phone number if somebody's like, you know what, let me call and talk to an advisor about that? Who would they call?
They would call first the music office, but it's an easy number to remember. Of course, 698-1211.
Okay, 698-1211
Yes.
to
And
call
they'll,
the music department.
yes, they'll probably connect with Yvonne, and Yvonne will put them in touch with the appropriate faculty.
Yvonne has been here
Yeah.
forever and a day too.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
sometimes you get to Del Mar and you don't want to leave.
Right.
Yes, we do love working here. Mike, I was excited about taking a class until she said exam.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take that back.
So maybe not. And Doc, you are you work full-time professional, again, community advocate, your husband, a father, a grandfather, and yet you found time to take these classes. I think that's a testament to your learning.
Yeah, and it's with permission. I have to ask my family for permission if I can take courses. And a lot of times they'll ask me why. Didn't you have enough in grad school? I said, no, it's the commitment for me is for the community and for the college. How can I speak about an experience if I haven't experienced it? How can I continue to speak about education and where it's going if I'm not part of it? So this is for me. This is an important step in what I do, and I'll probably be taking classes from here. Well, as a matter of fact, I just started back on my MBA program at Texas
the
A&M,
university.
Yeah, Texas A&M Kingsville. So I started at TAMU CC, and that's when COVID hit. When I started back, I figured, okay, I'll start, but this time I want to start at Texas A&M Kingsville, and it's been
Give the javelinas a try.
Yeah.
And life does happen.
Yeah,
Right?
and-
As a student, you go through ups and downs. Things happen in life. But I think that is a testament to working here at Del Mar College. We'll be right back.
This is where the world opens up to possibility to action, to success. This is Windward Campus at Del Mar College, where cutting-edge facilities prepare you for careers in high-demand fields, and industry professionals bring real-world experience to the classroom. This is a place of discovery, opportunity, and growth. This is where potential becomes your power. This is where you belong. Learn more at dmcdreams.com.
This is Viking Radio.
And again, we are here for our audience out there. We've got Dr. Nicholas Adame joining us, Board of Regent for Del Mar College, also LULAC Council #1 president, and the ultimate learner. And then again, we've got Miss Cynthia Longoria here, department chair for the music program here at Del Mar College. For those of you joining, we've just been talking about first of all, the wonderful space that we have here at the college for our music students, and then also just the opportunities that come with having a community college here and having so many options. So if you're interested in music, if you're interested in voice lessons, everything, Dr. Adame, you brought up sound, production,
Yeah.
technology. There's a place here at Del Mar College for you.
That's right. Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier you've been a Board of Regent for 18 years. And so, again, Del Mar College Board of Regent, it is an elected position.
Right.
They are 6-year terms. So when you commit to being a board member for a community college in the state of Texas, it is a big commitment. Yet you've done it 3 times.
Hey, it gives you an opportunity to see these projects come to fruition. You start on a concept like phase 1 of the music building or the South Campus, and now here it is. Several years later, it's completed. And so it gives you an idea of how long it takes to see a project complete, other than 2-year terms or 4-year terms.
It's
At least
true.
with 6-year terms, you get to see the fruit of the labor from the community with their support, and also through the hard work of Del Mar College and the Board of Regents.
And as a regent, you really create the vision for the college, where the college wants to go. I always see you as you are our constituents' voice, right? You're the
Yes.
voice of the community for Del Mar College. And so it does take time to see a
Yes.
vision
Yeah.
through. And so you have been committed to 18 years. Going back about the music program, Sandra Messbarger, a prior Board of Regent, was such an advocate, right, for music. She was always talking about music, right, Mike?
Yep.
Because she was here as a student, and she talks about the scholarship she got, being the little girl down in the valley, in the Valle, and got a scholarship to come to Del Mar College for music.
Yeah.
So the program has been a legacy program for a long time.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of graduates who are now in the community and who have been in the community teaching for a long time, teaching or performing. So it's always wonderful to run into our alum.
I bet.
I remember when I first got out of the service, back in '73, Del Mar College was the music department to go to, the music program to be in. From it, a lot of students went to North Texas State and, around the state of Texas who wish to continue their education. So, it's still there. Del Mar College still rates up there music-wise.
Thanks for bringing that up. So, Cynthia, if we have a student who's like, well, I'd really like to get my 4-year degree, is there that path from Del Mar to Texas A&M University Corpus Christi or Texas A&M Kingsville if you want to continue for a bachelor's in music?
Absolutely. They would basically get their core, not just in the general education courses, but in music. And so
Okay.
those are the common core that would transfer easily. I say easily to TAMU CC or TAMU K. And so we are in communication all the time with those instructors at the area universities because we want to make sure that our students can transfer easily.
Okay.
So, of course, if they come here, they're going to get outstanding education. Sometimes it might be a little bit more challenging, but they're going to get that education and they're going to be able to transfer and they're going to save a lot of money, by attending Del Mar College. Same quality, well, I'm going to brag, an exceptional
Exceptional,
quality.
if we can. Pat,
That's
everybody.
right. Exactly. But not only that, but the other experiences that Del Mar offers. We bring in tons of guest artists, where they can hear these students, these professors, these professionals performing here on our campus. They don't have to go out.
Right, we were right
They
here.
come here. And these master artists, they work with our students as well. So it's great to attend one of these master classes. Our students have great opportunities here.
What an experience. And I know the Texas Jazz Festival Society. Did I get that right? Yes. Texas Jazz Festival Society started here on Del Mar College campus and has been an integral part of the culture here in Corpus Christi for a long time. Really proud of that.
Yeah, 1959, 1960 here at Del Mar College, Harvin Center. Went to the T-Heads, and and since then, it just grows exponentially every year. So, and of course, Heritage Park has been the home base for it now. And we have real good board members there that, man, this is all they do, and they love what they do.
It's a passion for sure.
Yes, and it's something that's needed here in Corpus.
I really appreciate the community always being behind the arts. We actually were talking about the drama department earlier, right? And all the amazing work that comes from our drama department. But kudos to the music department, right? Because it's again, you can tell, right, the sophistication of a community by its arts. And so there's always a lot of fun things going on. And we've got our professors who do a lot of different shows here on campus, right? Do you have anything coming up in the fall that y'all are gearing up for?
We have a lot of performances every semester. We probably have about 18
Wow.
each semester. And so we will have our orchestra perform, our choirs have a couple of major, concerts this coming fall. And so, we don't have a list yet. They've reserved their venue and
God,
they
y'all
are
are busy.
practicing. So, so those descriptions will come up soon. And so we're happy to let the public know all about them. And we hope, of course, that they'll join us and cheer our students on.
And enjoy the
Yes,
music.
yes,
Dr.
absolutely.
Adame, you had a performance not too long ago. I wasn't able to make it, but I know you had a mariachi performance here on Heritage, right?
Yes, the Wolf Recital Hall, and also with TAMU CC at the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Pack Theater when they had
Nice.
their festival. It's always great to see this young talent out there. they are so fantastic.
And the university does have beautiful facilities
They
as
do,
well.
they do.
We were talking about the Texas Jazz Festival earlier, but Rob, our local historian here at Del Mar College, also reminded me that we've got also the Corpus Christi Symphony and Orchestra started here as well. Rob, I know you're off mic. Do you know around what year that
It
was?
was 45, the same year that Siebert had a wolf.
Okay,
Came
so
to Del Mar.
1945.
Yeah,
So-
and when you talk about the Texas Jazz Festival, primarily it was for students, and so
Okay.
you attend a festival and you see college bands out there. Del Mar College has usually they have a good spot where you can see them, during the day and go out there and enjoy the music. They are fantastic.
So what's next for you, Doc? And you're always learning. You're always so you've restarted the MBA program, but now at A&M Kingsville.
Yeah.
Are you going to stick it out here at Del Mar and continue to advocate?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. This has always been my first home, and one thing about Del Mar College, is a lot of students are worried about, well, what college or what university am I going to? Well, start at Del Mar. It's affordable. It's not as expensive, and after you graduate, depending on GPA, you could go anywhere you want.
And we talk a lot about affordability, but it doesn't take away the quality and the rigor here. And I feel like I have to always explain that to people now. It's not lack of quality, it's a quality programming, but because the way that we are funded, right?
It's
Through
affordable,
ad
yeah.
valorem tax, and we get state appropriations, that we are able to shift our pricing compared to other universities. And it really is cost effective while getting the quality. So, Mike, if you had a question to ask these two regarding music, Mike always has the really good questions. That's why.
Well, Dr. Adame and I are probably roughly in the same age group, so I would ask you, what's your favorite album of all time?
Oh,
Favorite album? Okay, I would say Chicago Transit Authority.
Ooh,
CTA
good one.
1967, I believe, or
Good
68.
one.
Yeah,
Before they were called Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah,
so
Good one.
it was before you were born.
I would say I'm an Xer. So I learned something new today because all I knew was Chicago.
Yeah.
So good one. Cynthia.
Gosh, I remember listening to Sean Cassidy
Oh,
way
yeah.
back when. Did you run, run, run? Did you run, run?
Yeah, we're only
Remember
letting you
that?
sing. Yeah, I want
love
to
it.
sing so bad, but I'm telling you, the audience does not want to hear me sing.
But
I'm doing you a favor.
What's your favorite album, Natalie?
Okay, so it's impossible for me to have a favorite album, but I will say that the first record that I remember buying was Michael Jackson Thriller. And that was very, very cool, which I think is interesting because they've done the movie about him with his nephew playing him. Michael's showing right now in the theaters. And so Michael Jackson is everywhere right now, which is really interesting. But your turn, Mike.
I have a tie. It would be Eagles Hotel California or the Beatles Rubber Soul.
Nice. Nice.
And I'd like to just tag on something. I really appreciate what Dr. Adame was saying about the new facilities and the bond projects that made these facilities possible. I was a student here in the 90s, and it's a different college now, right? And all you have to do is come to the campus and look at that music building with the concave wall, and
I
then
love
look
that.
at the general academic and music building, and you can see that this is music heaven, that the college takes music seriously.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. And that's why we've got amazing professors like Cynthia Longoria here, 25 years at Del Mar College. What a gift. So, okay, last question. We're going to want her to sing. Go ahead, Mike.
Yes, we would like Cynthia Longoria will demonstrate her
I'll
voice
give you a
talent.
short
Close
snippet
us
if you
off.
don't mind. Okay.
Let's hear it, Cynthia.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Bravo.
Impromptu. I'll get a song for next time too. Ready?
For our audience out there, thank God Cynthia can sing because Mike and I were on the mic
I was
earlier.
like, don't ask me to sing.
You would have already changed the station. And Doc says no to singing either. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Adame and
enjoyed it,
Cynthia,
yes.
for joining us today on behalf of the college. And for all of our guests out there, we hope you enjoyed the show and have a great rest of your day. And if you're interested in the Del Mar College Music Department, let us know. We are here. You can call 698
1211.
1211. Thanks, everybody.
This is Viking Radio. This show is a production of Del Mar College.